Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Carolina and yes, we have a new season of Arcane. First of all, I am so happy. I think Arcane is one of my favorite series ever, like ever, not only of the past year, but ever. And I actually, okay, I already said that a lot. I'm so sorry. I did a list, I believe 6 years ago about my top 10 TV series, and I'm planning to do an update, like comparing my then and now, and Arcane is definitely in there. It wasn't there before because it didn't exist, but now it's like it changed the way I saw stories. Like seriously, it did such a great job in storytelling, in characters. The plot was amazing. I wasn't expecting it at all. I've never played League of Legends, and first I discovered the series when Netflix was like, it shows like an advance of Next on Netflix, something like that. It's not like that at all. But if you know, you know. And I was like, wow, the animation is beautiful. I was like starstruck. I don't know if that's a word. I think it is, but yes, I was like, that is amazing. And I thought it was beautiful, and I thought the story was interesting. And then I heard it was about League of Legends, and I was like, I'm not sure now. But since I've never played it, I never had any kind of expectations about it. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a chance. So I did, and I was blown away with everything, the care in every aspect, with the dialogue, with the animation, with the light, with the color contrast. Everything was beautiful. I am a graphic designer, so I know about color theory and shadows and light and color contrast and light contrast, everything. And I was blown away because everything felt like it was made with love and passion, and just from people that really, really wanted to put out something out there that they were proud of. And I was blown away. So I loved it. I loved the way it looked. I love the animation. I love everything pretty much. It's one again of my favorite series of all time. And I was very excited and that's not the word at all. I'm gonna put it somewhere in here. I don't know. I will remember. I will put it somewhere in here. I'm saying it wrong, but anyway, I didn't want to have high hopes because I don't know, I'm scared. And then I watched the first 3 episodes and I liked them, but but they weren't first season good first 3 episodes, if you know what I mean. The first 3 episodes in the first season were gold. They were so good and they were shocking. If you know, you know, like the third episode, I'm not going to spoil anything. It was something. Like for me, it changed the way I wanted to tell stories. I am a writer, I am an author, and it taught me a lot about storytelling. So yes, and for this, I get it that it needed to be different, but there's something missing. It does feel rushed, and maybe it's just me, but it does feel rushed. Even the way the characters look, it feels different. Like I'm like, this didn't used to look like this. There are details that are missing, and there are things that are extremely, extremely beautiful, and you're like, okay, I know, I can tell they spent hours and days creating this scene. But there are other parts that look like they were rushed, like I said, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm liking it as much. And I get it. I do think they rushed it because Arcane was such a success. They were like, okay, we need this momentum, we need to keep this going. Here is the second season, and thank you, really, because I couldn't get more excited about it. But anyway, yes, it feels rushed, but I still appreciate everything. The art is still there. What I do not like, and we didn't have that issue with the first season, is all this music. The music is great, the animation is great, but it's filler. Every time I see this and there's music going on and there's this fight scene or whatever, I'm like, I can't get it out of my head. This is filler. They needed the episodes to be this certain length, and this song right now is filling that up. I'm not a fan. Even there is this scene, again, not spoiling anything really, where Jinx is a character and she's like constructing something, and it shows like it is speed up. she's doing this, and it's very quickly, but I'm like, this was so necessary, and we didn't have that in the first season, because we don't need to see this. We know who she is and we know what she does. So this thing, even if even if it just lasted like 10 seconds, was very unnecessary for me. And the thing is, there weren't really any filler scenes or anything like that in the first season. Everything had a reason to be there. Everything. And again, this first 3 episodes in this new season, I have found more than a few filler scenes. And I'm a little bit disappointed. Like, again, I'm just telling myself this didn't need to be here. And this, like, this kind of thing that I'm like, I don't know if I like it or not. Like, I understand why it's there, but yes, we didn't have that before. So now I'm like, I don't know if I like it. And again, the song choices and everything are really good. The animation is really good, but it's not necessary like that. I'm not going to repeat myself. I'm doing that a lot, but yes, there are a few characters that were introduced. I do not remember their names, so I'm guessing they are part of the lore or the game League of Legends, and maybe they are going to be part of the next seasons. I don't care about them at all. I don't know who they are. Their personalities are meh. I don't understand them. The only character that was introduced that I find very interesting, it has something to do with a black rose. Again, trying not to spoil anything. I thought that was very, very interesting, and it's going to drive the plot forward this season, and it introduces a little bit more magic into the world. So I thought it was great. The animation was great, and I don't know what is going on with that, but I am intrigued, and that is a good thing that I am intrigued again. I want to know what is going to happen. And the relationship between Jinx and Bai, it's so sad, and there's a fight in there, and I was like, oh my god, they are going at it, like they do mean it. And I was so scared, but again, this season needs to continue, so stuff happens. I do care about that child. Like, there's a new character introduced that is a child, very young. We don't know her name or anything. I don't know if she's going to be more important later, but I get her. I get why she's there, and I'm like, okay, it kind of feels like this reason for this thing to happen in a third episode, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna continue saying that, for this battle to keep going and not end so quickly. But I do think she might be a little bit more important. It might bring Jinx back a little bit, like maybe it will remind her of who she used to be and why she did the things that she did and what she believed in, and like this need to find a protector. So yes, I'm liking that. I'm not like a wow huge fan, but I am liking it. Again, the animation is good. I did like what they did in the third episode with this thing. Again, in basement, I'm going to call it. I mean, if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you already know what I'm talking about, so I don't know if I'm spoiling it too much. But yes, the core kind of all the things that were happening with Hextech. And then there is this thing that kind of burns on its own. Like it's a very weird shape. I loved it. It reminded me a little bit of Annihilation. Name in here, poster in here, movie poster. It reminded me a little bit of that. I don't know if you watched that movie. It has nothing to do with what we are seeing right now, but maybe actually it might. Yes. Things are changing and nothing has control over it, so maybe they do have a correlation, the movie and the TV show. But anyway, weird things start happening, like it starts changing the environment and everything around it, especially the things very, very close to it. And in this part, there's like our 3 protagonists, including Echo, the other guy that I keep forgetting his name, and the little one. I am terrible with names. I am terrible. So anyway, image in here, and they get close, and what is that? What is happening? So yes, very, very much like Annihilation in here. So yeah, wow. So I am I'm just talking a lot, but I do feel very, very bad about Victor. Again, I know nothing of League of Legends, But Victor wanted this guy to destroy the core. And I get it, like why he's so desperate, because that is his best friend. I keep forgetting his name. But instead of destroying the thing, he takes it to Victor's body, like dying body, and I'm like, what are you doing? Victor will hate you so much. Like, what are you doing? And the thing enters Victor's body, and I was like, God, no. Like, please, no. This can't be good. This cannot be good. I'm scared. I don't know what's going to happen. And then they show Victor in the thing, and I'm like, damn it, this thing is changing his body. Sure, it's keeping him alive, but what is it going to do to him? And then we see Victor comes out, like, again, he's still alive, but now he's regaining consciousness, and he's like, what did you do? I didn't ask you for this. I wanted you to destroy it, not put it in my body. So you can see, like, he's broken, like he's so disappointed, and yes, he's still alive, but not really. Like, everything he had is gone, and even himself now, he doesn't know who he is. And I believe that's going to change later. But yes, right now he's in this very, very sad place. He leaves his friend, again, what, Jace, God, he leaves Jace, and he's like, you know, this cannot work anymore. Like, I'm gone. And he just leaves, and I feel really, really, really bad for Jace, because he's been watching Victor fading away with the illness, and then with the explosion that happened, and he's like, that is my best friend and he's dying. I need to do something. So I understand his desperation to save his life, like his best friend's life, but he did everything wrong. I think he did everything wrong from the beginning, but his intentions were good. So I get why he's so sad. Like, I was trying to do my best. I was trying to help people, and in the end, everything is freaking chaos. And we see that, like, we see the aftermath of what Jinx did, and everything is collapsing. The underground, the place above, everything is a mess, and everything is just like, it's out of control completely. So Jace is like is struggling with this, like, this was supposed to help people, and now I don't even know what is happening. And Victor has left him. So yeah, it's like everything he was doing was for his friend and for the people, and now everything is just it's falling apart. And it sucks kind of at the meeting they have after, like, we've been given the underground chance after chance after chance, and they have disappointed us, and they are a threat to us. And I was like, the way you see things, I think, is a little bit distorted. Like, they were dying, they were desperate, and they were your people, but you left them to die and to rot and to just create their own, like, community, kind of, just in order to survive. But everything was just so messed up. So you left them alone. You didn't help them in any way. And now you're like, oh, we gave them chance after chance. What chance? Like, are you kidding me? They always were like a stone, like a pebble in their shoe that they didn't want. And now that that pebble grew and became a threat, they are like, now, like, very, very aggressive towards them. Like, they never deserve our help, but you created that problem. If they had helped them, things would have been so different. And again, there was like the plot of the first season, like, you did this to yourselves. You were living in luxury, you were living very healthy lives. They didn't have like much crime or anything at all, because they just threw it into the trash. That was the underground. And now you have to face it. You have to face what you did, and you're like, oh, it's all their fault. No, it is your fault. It's you. It was you. It was you all along. You created this. And their ignorance and their reluctancy to see that is driving me crazy, but they are paying for it, and they have to. I don't know. I'm not rooting for the fall of their whole society, but damn, it was their fault. And anyway, returning now to the ending of the third episode, because again, the third episode, the first part in the first season, it was game changing. It was sad. It was, oh my god, like, it broke my heart. It really did. It was so good. It was great. And I was like, how are they going to top this? And I knew they couldn't. And I think they knew they couldn't, but they still wanted to do something. impactful still. So we get to see the creature that the scientist is keeping alive. I knew he had to be alive. There's this theory around, I'm not going to say it because it might be spoilers, but yes, we get to see the creature, the monster, that it was created from someone. And we get to see it, and it's still alive, and the scientist is keeping it alive despite Silco dying, because Silco created this, and that was such a horrible thing to do, especially to this person. But anyway, so we are shown that is like hanging in this thing, and yes, it's still alive. I don't know how to call the creature. I don't know the name. I know who it was. I don't know what in the world is happening right now. I don't know if his consciousness is still in there. I have no idea. But anyway, we are shown, yes, this is still a plot point, and it's going to be important, very important, in the next episodes. I think this creature, it's what's going to bring Jinx and Vi together. If you know, you know. And yes, it's going to bring their bond back, and they're going to have maybe to kill it, and it's going to be incredibly sad. But yes, I think they're going to reconciliate word in here, reconciliate, you know what I mean. But yes, I'm very excited about the next episodes, and I'm just, again, with no expectations. I'm going to enter with no expectations. I want to be hopeful, but yes, I want to fall in love with it again, and just give it a chance despite those minor issues that I've been having. I don't know if a lot of people care about it. I do, about the extra scenes, the filler scenes, but anyway, these are my thoughts so far on the first 3 episodes on the first part of Arcane Season 2. Again, so exciting. I still love it. Few issues, but still, I'm giving it so far a 7 out of 10, which is high, very high, because again, I am hopeful. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. If you understood at all what I was talking about. I know this is very messy, but anyway, I will be seeing you in the next week with an update on the other episodes and my thoughts and everything, and maybe some theories. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I will be seeing you later. Bye.